I was buying a coffee at the Minneapolis airport, and the girl behind the counter says to me, "Would you like a bottle of water with that? Would you like a bottle of water with that?" I said, "Oh my gosh, she just asked me the did you know question." I said, "Did they teach you how to ask this question?" She said, "Yes, they do. It's a part of our training." I said, "How many people buy a bottle of water?" She said, "Almost everybody." Guess how much the water cost? $5. Guess how much the coffee cost? $3. With this one simple question, this coffee shop nearly triples its revenue from $3 to $8. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your bottle of water? What's your bottle of water? What are they not buying? What do they not know about? That if they knew about, your sales would grow dramatically. How do we close almost all of our quotes and proposals? It's very complicated. Ready? Follow up. That's it. Follow up. Show them that you're interested. Don't be afraid to ask them, "Where are you at on this? How's that going? Haven't heard from you. Did the proposal that you asked me for, sent it to you, where is that at?" There's no shame in that, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, I would argue that your customers deserve that from you. Your members deserve that from you. They've come to your organization. They're looking for help. They're looking for what you do. They've asked you for a proposal or a quote. You've sent it to them. Why not follow up? Well, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to bug them. I don't want to step on their toes. They appreciate that you're helping them, is what you'll learn. So we'll dive into all of that. The question is, will you do this work? If you want to grow, if you want more members, if you want to increase your attendance, if you want more revenue, if you want more sponsorship dollars, suppliers, if you want more customers, if you want more revenue, you know what we have to do? It's very complicated. Communicate more. That's the work. That's the work. The more that people hear from us, the more they buy from us. And I will also tell you, probably all of you in this room right now, there's about 1,000 of you in the room, probably all of you in the room right now already know what I'm about to tell you. You already know this stuff. Aren't you glad you came? Dean, what kind of speaker did you hire here, man? You know this stuff. For example, would you agree with me that testimonials and referrals are among the best ways we have to grow our membership and our attendance and our sales? Fair? Yes or no? Thank you. Do we ask for them enough? Yes or no? No, we kind of don't. So just because you know it doesn't mean you do it. You know, but that's different than doing. You know a lot of things that you don't do. So what's the distance between knowing what to do and actually doing it? What separates knowing from doing? If this is knowing, and doing is down here, what separates the two? Again? Laziness, he says proudly. Laziness separates knowing from doing. Some people say procrastination. But really, what takes you from knowing to do something to actually doing it? Action does, yes? What kind of action? Disciplined action. Discipline is what takes us from knowing what to do to actually doing it. And what are the two very complicated things that make up discipline? I like complicated solutions. Ready? Starting. Got to start something new. And once you finish it, what do you do then? Repeat. Repeat the thing. Doing things repeatedly. That's what takes you from knowing what to do to actually doing it. Starting it, repeating it. With a dose, a dash of accountability mixed in. Now, before we're done, I'm going to show you a one-page form that I use with my clients that they use with all of their customer and member-facing people to do those things. to hold people accountable, to start and to repeat things, and to make sure that the communications are happening as a habit. Ladies and gentlemen, I was born in Ukraine, and I came here when I was 2 years old. And about 3 years ago, we went back for the first time. I hadn't been back. And I saw it. I got to see it. And on the left side, on the second floor, the door that's on the second floor, that's where we lived. It went from the window that's on the left side of the door to the window that's on the right side of the door. The entire apartment was 400 square feet. The room that we're in right now might be, I don't know, 50 times larger? Just a round number. In that 400 square feet lived my mom and my dad, my grandma and my grandpa, my great-grandma and I. 6 of us. Grandma and grandpa slept on the pull-out couch. When they woke up, they'd fold it back up, and it became the living room couch. That was their bedroom. My dad is in the right photograph, and that is the hallway that ran from the front door, which is here, which I'm standing under there. You can see the concrete over my head has probably killed people who have stood right where I'm standing. I didn't see it. I didn't know it was there until I saw the photo. But that's where we lived. As 26-year-olds, my mom and my dad brought the whole family here. Now, you have to sort of consider what that was like. It's 1978. It was the Soviet Union. America was the enemy. They didn't know English. They came with $20. 20 bucks. They came for a better life, for themselves and for me. And the interesting thing is, nobody but my dad wanted to come. My mom had watched The Godfather. She thought that was America. You come to America and the mob shoots at you. That's what happens. So when we went back, it really crystallized things for me. I saw the family that lives in that apartment now. They knew we were coming, so they let us in to see it. There's 8 of them that live in that 400 square feet now. And it crystallized for me, ladies and gentlemen, why I work and who I work for. And that my family, as children, as 26-year-olds themselves, brought me here to the greatest, most entrepreneurial country in the world, where the amount of money that we make is determined only by 2 things. Ready? How hard we work and our perseverance, trying again. Our effort and our perseverance. And I would argue with you that the second is probably more important than the first. Trying again is probably the most important thing between you and success, between you and more sales, you and more members, you and more attendance. Trying again. This is my family now. I have 7-year-old twins. My son looked at this photo and said, "Dad, you're taller than the giraffes." That's us at the San Diego Zoo. My family comes with me when I do these talks. And there they are on a trip we took to Austria about 1.5 years ago. And for some reason, my wife dressed them up as natives. I don't know why she dressed them up like The Sound of Music, but there they are. We were going to a marionette theater to watch The Sound of Music, and I'm like, "Hon, they don't have to look like the show. You can just dress them up normally." But she made them look like the show. So that is why I work, and that is who I work for. And my question to you is, who do you work for? Who do you work for, and why do you work? And it's pretty important to get clear on this. And the reason is that sometimes when you don't feel like it, and you don't want to, and you're not in the mood, you remember who you work for and why you work, and then it becomes easier to do that work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as this is a local talk, and my family all lives in town, my mom and my dad are actually here today. They're right here at this table. They haven't seen a lot of my work, so there they are. And, you know, I get to do this because you guys did that.